How's it going, everybody? It is your boy, Ringo Flats, back again with some more Breath of the Wild, and, wrong button. We're about to, replace this weapon. Well, we can drop the twig now that we have the torch, so there's that. And let us continue on our quest to find Impa in Kingaringo Village. And hey, look, a stable. You know, I'm still not entirely certain how to get into this shrine. I've never seen about maybe if I can light this on fire. I mean, I can get into it easily. At least I thought I could. And I know I was able to get out of it before. Come on, game. Come on, game. Huh. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. Wee. Now, I know you can get out of here without having to, because last time I paraglided in, but, and I was able to get out the last time I did this shrine, so I know you're able to get out of it, but you have to do some, like, weird climb thing, and I'm gonna get hurt on the spikes, but it's worth it. Remember this one being pretty cool. And I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can do that right there. Oh yes, I do remember this one. This one, it kind of sucks, but it's also really fun because I like stuff like this. But, I can't remember exactly. And then I need one right there. There we go. Okay, maybe not. Okay, a little bit lower, so it forces it to... Okay, not that low. I'll get that sweet spot. It just took a little bit of time. That's it. That's all. Wow. Your resistance is enough for coming to try. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yay! Man, this controller's so much fun. And it's got Pikachu on it. How can you not like it? Besides the I guess, regrettable stick plate or a button placement on the front. This thing feels great. I know I already talked about it, but I just can't get over how good it feels. Alright, onwards to Kakariko. It's in between these cool Asian looking mountains. I've never seen mountains like that in real life, but I know I've seen them. I'm pretty sure there's mountains like that in Japan. It's obviously supposed to be Japanese styled in here. But the only place I know of I've seen mountains like this is Vietnam has cool mountains, and like Thailand and Burma. They've got those cool, really rounded and steep mountains. Especially like the islands that surround the coast of Vietnam. Those places are beautiful. I've never seen anything like them before. There's like just caves, like big caves just formed in the side of cliffs, and they're kind of weird looking because there's trees that cover the top of them, you know. There's not like in like stone faces. I'd love to visit Vietnam one day. I'd love to visit Asia one day. I think Japan has always been on my bucket list as my #1 place I want to visit. That and Britland, but I think Britland's a little bit more accessible than Japan right now, especially since, you know, Japan won't let tourists in for understandable reasons. I'd prefer a place that I lived and loved to be a little bit more open, but, you know, I can't blame the government for doing that. I understand it. It ain't my thing, but I get it. I think it's a little hypocritical. They let their citizens, you know, go back and forth wherever they want as they please. They allow their citizens back in, but, you know, I guess that's also understandable. Oh, we can talk to him real quick. It's been 100 years. Okay, I'm not gonna do his voice. Oh, I can get him back. I can get him back. Don't you worry, little boy. I can get him back. I can try to. Oh, yeah, there you go. One of them fell off the cliff. It's safe. I could try to get him off the cliff. That helps. You see, it's one thing about this game is you can play a lot smarter than even other Zelda games have ever allowed you to play. Oh, fall off. They're not very bright, are they? And goodbye. Wonderful. Jesús Maracas. Oh wait, I always take some arrows. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Thank you. Thank you. Take your acorn too. You know, there's some luminous stone down there. There's a cool mission we can do in Zora's Domain to get some really good rupees. I can't remember how many. I think he needs like 10 luminous stones, but there's a Zora there that you can just keep selling luminous stones, and he'll give you diamonds. And I'm pretty sure one diamond is worth 1,000 rupees. So if you want to farm rupees, that's just like a really easy way to do it. Gemstones in general. Another easy way is to just once you get the fire armor or whatever it's called, the fireproof armor, to go to the Goron village in Mount Doom or whatever it's Death Mountain. You can and just go and mine stuff. Just go and mine gems out of the wall, and you can do like a 30-minute run of just mining non-stop, and you can get yourself like 5,000 rupees easy. Just walking around the entirety of Death Mountain. Now, you gotta be careful because there's some Lionels on the other side. Oh wait, we forgot to give Hetsu his maracas. I can't steal those from him. I'd feel bad about myself. But we are gonna. No, I'll go back and give him to him. I was gonna say we're gonna have to walk past him anyway, but I'd rather just get it done and give it to him. I'll take that, thank you. Riders on the storm. There you go. Hetsu. Hestu. It's a hard choice what I want. Oh, I accidentally chose. It's a hard choice for what I want, but I was gonna pick a weapon slot first. I usually like to fill out the first 2 weapon spot in a row, having an even 8 or 10, however many it is. I can't remember if you get 5 per row. See if it's 10 or 8. It's 10. Okay. So now we have 10 weapon slots. So that's a good amount. Usually I only get about 30. I usually don't need to carry any more than 30 weapons with me. Okay, so he's going to go back up. So that means if we ever want to if we want to expand our storage again, we're going to have to go to the Lost Woods. And the Lost Woods are cool, and once I get the shrine there, it'll be okay. But I don't like going through the mist there. I know it's cool. It's supposed to be like all the other games where you go through the Lost Wood. You know, you can get lost. But yeah, it can be a little bit annoying. I usually have to use a guide to get through there. It's not very, or it is intuitive. I'm just stupid. You know, I'm just a little bum boy sometimes. Then you run, you use most of your sprint, and then you let go. And then you do the little sprint glitch. And then you run, you sprint, You use almost all the juice, then you let go and you do the old whistle technique. It's a very good technique. Oh, doesn't help when you run out though. Run, boy, run. And we are now in Kakariko Village. She looks a little bit different than all the other versions we've seen of her. It's a little bit laggy then. Oh, are you okay, woman? Don't look at me like that. She's in big house. This might be my favorite Kakariko Village, although I love it in Wind Waker when it's called Windfall Island, but it's got the Kakariko music, so it's Kakariko Village. However, I like the music in this one. I like this, like the, like Japanese style, like with their instruments and stuff. I just wish I can't. Maybe there is a hint of the melody from all the other games in there, but I can't hear the na na na. Or no, wrong song. Sorry. Do 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 do. Like I don't hear it in the music. So I think they just completely changed the theme, which is okay. Would I prefer it to have the or at least a hint? I think it would have sounded cool if it was the original theme, just like remixed a little bit. You don't know the power I hold. A man. Don't hide. Huh? Is that? It's a Sheikah slate. Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? What was his name? Oh, it's not that. I forgot. I'm just bad at speaking. As for me, my name is Paya. Oh, my name is Paya. Whew, I got it out. She has a crush on me. I don't know if you know that. You can go read her diary, and she really likes me for some reason. I know I should be able to say that easily, seeing as how it's my own name and all. I'm sorry. Desu, sorry. Anyway, my grandmother's been awaiting your return ever since I was little. Please hurry inside. Okay. Ah! Master Link, very close to me right now. No, I'm not. I'm literally not. I'm like more than 10 feet away from you. There she is, everybody. Oh, I don't need to do her lines for this part. Forgot she talks here. I don't remember anything about you, girl. And if I did, I wouldn't want to. You know I'm hot in Age of Calamity, don't you? Don't you deny. I haven't played that game yet, Impa. I see. So you have lost your memory. Well, it matters not. In fact, that may actually be a blessing in disguise for the time being. Dearest Link, please come a bit closer. Okay. 100 years ago, oh yes, 100 years ago, the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed. After you fell, Princess Zelda's final wish was to place you in a sacred slumber, blah blah blah, we've heard it all before. And then all alone she went to face Ganon, because she's like a hero or something. But before Princess Zelda went to nobly meet her fate, she entrusted me with some words she wished to say to you. I've been waiting 100 years to deliver the princess's message. However, these words were to the princess risk her life to leave with you. Well, if you are to hear them, you must be prepared to risk your life as well. But I'm afraid that burden may be too much to bear while you're still without your memories. I leave the choice to you. When you feel you are ready to receive the princess's message, return to me. I've returned. I am. Not a memory to your name, yet you are as intent as ever to charge forward with only courage and justice on your side. You have not changed a bit once. Oh, you have not changed a bit. Once a hero, always a hero. I don't even know your name. Very well. Since you have lost your memory, I will recount for you all that has happened.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon,
Yes.
a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
Also true. We faced him once on this channel.
Has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization.
Doesn't look blossoming.
Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm.
How did the art become more basic? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously we can see paintings on the wall in some of the previous games that show that, like, you know. Well, I guess this still is, like, the most modern feeling. Like, when you go to, like, villages and stuff, the houses don't feel like medieval town houses. They feel like almost Victorian, like 1600s. Is that the Victorian era? I thought the Victorian era is, like, 1800s onwards to, like, early 1900s. I'm not sure. Anyway. And of course, like, the Sheik is slain, like, the Guardians are literally robots, and same thing with the Divine Beast. But yet there's also still an air of, like, this is the most primitive Zelda game. And the only reason I get that is just, I understand, like, all this Sheikah technology is supposed to be ancient. But it's kind of cool the way it feels really new, but also really old. Like, it feels like I'm fighting the most ancient enemy I've ever fought in this game. And I played Skyward Sword, and that's like 10,000 years before this. So, like, obviously, you know. Actually, it's probably more than 10,000 years. Not certain. With time, I believe Nintendo will probably release some Zelda games that take place, like full big Zelda games that take place in between the two periods, you know. In between the beginning, which is Skyward Sword, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is obviously the ending point so far. Not ending point, but the final time, except for Age of Calamity has like a time travel thing that kind of changes the timeline, but only in its little selected universe. So I guess technically that's the farthest we've seen, besides like the trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. But since I don't want to spoil too much though about Age of Calamity. Just say people get saved, okay? People get saved that you love, and they get saved by people that you meet in this timeline in this game. But it's obviously after everything that's happened, so you know that's obviously happened like maybe like a few months after you beat this game. But we don't know. We don't know. But in the end, despite our best efforts and careful planning, we underestimated his power. You don't say. Or to avoid ever making that grave mistake again, the princess left these words to you. Free the 4 divine beasts. That is what she said. 4 divine beasts. The 4 divine beasts are the ancient Sheikah weapons wielded by our 4 champions who Ganon defeated. The divine beast of Vah Rudania, controlled by Daruk of the Gorons, named after, wasn't his name also Rudania? In Ocarina of Time, the big Goron who we help. Vah Meadow, named after Medley from Wind Waker, obviously. Rivali of the Rito makes sense. She's a Rito. Divine Beast Vah Ruda. I'm guessing Rudo. Princess Rudo. Divine Beast Va Naburis, the girl from Ocarina of Time, who's the spirit sage. I can't remember her name. Nabura. Anyway, I always thought that was cool because when I was looking around, like, there's a lot of references to older games. Like, if you go to like the Lost Woods, there's like you can find Saria Pond and Meadow Swamp, something like that, and just all around. But when you went over to the Rito area, there's not a lot of stuff that alludes to the Rito from Wind Waker. It's like, that's kind of sad that, you know, they didn't talk about like the one other time you've seen them in the series. But then I thought about it, I was like, wait, the other 3 Divine Beasts, because I already knew like right off the bat that they were named after the characters, but I wasn't thinking it's like Fa Meadow. So I kept thinking like a meadow, like, you know, like a meadow, like a field of grass. I was like, with like maybe little wildflowers. It's like, wait, no, that has to be. It's like, oh my god, meadow, medley. I get it. I get it. So I thought that was cool. Sad to see that a divine beast named after such a sweet little character is controlled by such an a-hole. He's a good guy, but he's an a-hole. Can't deny. Rivali's not a little bit of a sour character. Yes, hurry it up so I can end the episode. There you go. You are Princess Zelda's only hope in Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back now. Follow your heart and seize your destiny. Okay. Awesome. Anyway, that's all for this episode. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you really like that video, you better be hitting that subscribe button, baby. And you can find my Twitch and Instagram down in the description below. And yeah, have a good day.